Imagine waking up every single day with the crushing weight of the same question ringing louder than ever. Is the game you've been playing, the influencer marketing game, about to be completely blown apart? Because make no mistake, right now, the world you built your brand on is shaking beneath your feet. The platforms you've trusted, the shiny numbers you've chased, the endless campaigns pouring endless budgets into influencers promising exponential growth, all of it could vanish or become worthless faster than you can say algorithm change. This isn't fear-mongering. It's the brutal reality. And you know what? It's got to stop. It has to stop. The old ways are failing, and they are failing hard. You see, the problem isn't just a bad quarter or a slight dip in engagement. It's a deep, seismic shift. Influencer marketing is bleeding, consumers are exhausted, saturation is suffocating. The once powerful influencer badge? It's losing its meaning by the day. Authenticity has become a cheap marketing buzzword, wrapped in overproduced content and robotic endorsements. People are sick of the noise, and worse, they're tuning out. The engagement rates are tanking, scams and bots run rampant, and the ROI? At best, unpredictable. At worst, a complete mirage. Those flashy follower counts? They're meaningless if no one really cares. If your growth depends on these numbers, you're already behind. And you feel it. You feel that itch deep down in your gut, that voice that whispers, "Is this all there is? Really?" You didn't build your company, your vision, your leadership on dust and illusions. You play with fire, fuel breakthrough, demand transformation, but here you are, stuck in a loop of outdated tactics that burn energy and expectation but produce thin smoke. That's corrosive. That's painful. And it's isolating to realize the system you bought into is working against you. But now, listen close. Because what's about to be said isn't just a warning, it's a lifeline. It's the ignition of the new paradigm that will set the winners, the visionaries, the relentless, apart from the herd of hopefuls scrambling in the ruins of influencer marketing. This is not about tweaking the same tired approach. It's not about rebranding or doubling down on shaky foundations. No, it's about breaking free, shattering the cage built by outdated illusions, and stepping into a raw, real, unfiltered power that no algorithm, fad, or platform can take away. What's next is not about influencers as we know them. It is about human connection, direct resonance, and radically authentic collaboration stripped from all pretense. The future belongs to creators who don't chase trends, they create them. To founders who stop paying lip service to influence and start commanding actual respect and loyalty through meaning, value, and unbreakable relationships. The brands that will survive and thrive don't buy influence. They earn it through relentless commitment to their tribe, their purpose, and their truth. Here's why this is emotionally critical. Because your sting is real. You're burning cash on plastic popularity that translates poorly into sales, loyalty, or sustainable growth. You're exhausting your teams chasing KPIs that mean nothing to your customers' hearts. People feel the inauthenticity, the plastic smiles, the overt product pushes. They crave truth. They want their time and attention respected. If your strategy ignores that, you aren't just behind, you're invisible. Change doesn't ask for permission. It grabs you by the throat. And to survive the end of influencer marketing as we know it, your next moves must be even more human, unyielding, and smart. First, build direct connections that have zero middlemen. Platforms create echoes, algorithms skew data, and influencers distort truth. It's a broken relay. Instead, forge your own channels. Own your communication. Your audience isn't a statistic. They're a community waiting for leadership that cuts through the endless noise. Create spaces, digital and physical, where your message can breathe, where conversations flow organically, and where your impact is measured in trust, not clicks. Second, Abandon the obsession with reach in favor of fierce relevance. Forget viral content designed for passing attention spans that fade by tomorrow. Invest in deep, resonant content that touches the core of who your audience is and what they need. Tell real stories that reflect your values and their struggles. This isn't marketing fluff. This is raw, sometimes uncomfortable, truth that breeds loyalty. Loyalty that doesn't waver when the next shiny trend appears. Third, leverage micro-communities and nano-influencers who live and breathe your niche, not celebrities detached from reality. The impact of someone who truly understands and shares your audience's challenges is monumental. They're not hired faces. They're allies, advocates, and rare bridges between your vision and your ideal customers' hearts. Fourth, embrace radical transparency. In a world drowning in polished facades, truth is a weapon unmatched. Show your wins, your failures, your processes. Reveal your human side. People no longer buy just products or services. They buy people, purpose, progress. Make it impossible for your customers to doubt who you are or what you stand for. Finally, rethink metrics. Stop worshiping vanity numbers. Ask yourself, does this metric prove we are building something real, something that lasts? Engagement should be measured in emotional connection, community growth, and meaningful results, not clicks or superficial likes. Build feedback loops that bring in your customers' voices constantly. Let them shape your evolution, because the future is collaborative, not transactional. And remember one unbreakable truth. The system that built influencer marketing will never support what's next. It teaches conformity, silos innovation, and elevates mediocrity. Your mission is to break from that system, to build autonomous networks and wildfires of influence that spread not because they fit a template, but because they are undeniable. You are not a product of outdated rules. You are the author of the new playbook. There's a certain beauty in endings. They're not just a full stop. They're the spark before the blaze. The collapse of influencer marketing clears the path for pioneers who refuse to settle for easy answers, who burn with ideas too fierce to be dimmed by algorithms or ad spend. This moment, this crisis, is your gateway to something far greater, a movement of real creators, real leaders, and real impact. If this hits hard, it should. Because complacency is the enemy of greatness. The old path was a lie wrapped in convenience. True freedom is messy, challenging, unpredictable. It demands courage to unlearn what's familiar and to craft what's authentic and groundbreaking. The question is not, could this be the end? The question is, will you stand at the edge or fall behind in the flood? Will you burn with the few who dare or settle into the noise of the many? This is the calling for those who refuse to compromise, who know their time is now. The dismantling of influencer marketing is the clearing. It's a chance to build ecosystems of value, trust, and sovereignty for creators and brands alike. The world you want, the culture that honors individuality, the business that rejects mediocrity, the impact that transcends borders and systems, doesn't come from chasing hollow metrics or fleeting fame. It comes from this moment of radical choice, choosing to drop the illusions, to stop mimicking tired systems, and to become the rare spark that ignites the revolution of marketing that's truly human. This isn't just about marketing. It's about reclaiming your power, your identity, your future. It's about creating a legacy that lasts because it is built on connection, authenticity, and unbreakable fire. The end of influencer marketing as you know it is just the beginning of what's real, raw, and revolutionary. Stand up, break free, build beyond limits. The edge is where progress lives, and the edge is yours right now. Don't just watch the end, become the beginning.